Hey folks, welcome back to the bench. Well, we've got another victim that needs to be repaired. You can see here we've got our iRobot Roomba. This is a model number, which one is it here? It's a 770, so it's one of the higher end models. It's been really good, works great. It, picks up all the cat hair and stuff on the floor and whatnot, but it's getting a little bit worn out, and the big problem we have right now with it is it got stuck kind of between the door and in the bathroom and the laminate floor, the wood floor ends, and there's an edge there. And it must have been doing a burnout because it wore all the tread off of this this wheel. Unfortunately, it's this one's still pretty good, but this one is long gone. So it needs to be. You can buy this whole module, but I figured I'm going to try something else here instead of spending the money. Figure what have I got to lose? To pull this module out and see if I can do a retread on it. Maybe I'll do both at the same time, but first thing I gotta do is get these guys apart and even see if that wheel will come off of there, and then I'll show you what my plan is if the wheel comes off. Oh boy, look at this. She's pretty filthy. Needs a good cleaning while I'm in here, so I'm going to do that at the same time. But first things first is fixing it. I think I can actually get this wheel for, well, I was looking on Amazon Canada, and it was, what the heck was it? It would have cost me over $100 for the assembly, but I think directly from iRobot out of the States with shipping it'd probably be about $60. So if this doesn't work, obviously that's going to be the option I need to take. This is a battery. This isn't the original battery. I had to replace that. It was off of Amazon as well. It's just a knockoff, designed in USA, made in China. A little bit higher capacity. So far, I think I've had it about 6 months and it's been good. I see this brush is about shot, so I'm going to have to get that as well. Price one of those out. I don't know if you can see in the video, but she's in dire need of a cleanup for sure. Nice thing about iRobot is they actually make these things repairable. So when things go bad, you can fix it. It's not a throwaway. There she goes, all out. I'm going to go dust this out before I continue on. Okay, well, after a quick look I can see why these things cost a few bucks, and that's because the actual drive motor is inside the assembly. Now, it's not an expensive motor, but that's how they can kind of get away with charging what they charge. So now it's a matter of trying to take this apart without destroying it. Like I say, if it doesn't work out, I'll just replace it anyway. Okay, there's not much to it, just a little interface board inside. A switch, which I'm not too sure what that switch would be for. Oh, probably to sense when you pick it up. The wheel pops up and it presses that switch so it knows you've picked up the unit. But now what I need to be able to do is get this whole assembly apart. Looks like I just have to push this pin out, and hopefully the whole thing will come out. So I need to get into this mechanism. I don't know if there's gears or a belt in there, but I need to take that wheel off to be able to do what I'm going to do. Alright, got the pin out. Now I need to take these screws out, and that should allow me to get all the whole wheel out of there. Oh, there you go. That's what's inside. It's actually a surprising number of gears in there. Huh, wouldn't have thought. But I guess they get the good gear reduction for that little motor that they use. So now I just got to remember how to put this all back together. Luckily, that's the nice thing about videoing this stuff is you can look back at the video and see how to put it back together. Or I could always open up the other side because it's a mirror image. Really, it'll only go back one way. Now I'm a little concerned that's going to be a press fit. Probably is. So let's go see if I can unpress fit it. Okay, well, change of plan. I decided not to try to press that out because I'm worried I'm just going to break it. So I'm going to have to, my plan is going to have to work without pulling that wheel out, but that'll save me trouble on the other side. If I need to do the other side, we'll see. Might have two different treads on here. I'm going to put this back together in order to keep everything where it needs to be, including that motor, because these two screws hold the motor in place, I think. So here you go. Here's my plan. I dug through my collection of RC stuff. You can check out my other channel, was it LaFond RC, for RC related videos, but found these wheels and tires off of my Stampede 4x4 and they're toast. What I'm thinking I'll do is I'll cut a strip of rubber out and glue it with the trusty old CA glue right onto here and have some retreads. So I think that might work. So let's cut these suckers up and see what we can make out of them. Look at that. Perfect width. I think I'm going to try to cut it, well, cut it straight or at an angle. I don't think I have to worry about it peeling off. But so what we've got to do now is kind of figure out the length. And whether it'll clear inside with this heavy tread. Looks like it will. Perfect. Okay. Sometimes be having hoarding tendencies. I don't know why I kept these wheels and tires. Probably kept the wheels, or kept them because I wanted the wheels. Because you can put new, if you boil the tires off, you can put new tires on the rims. You can boil it and then, because they're glued on with a CA. Crazy glue. Boy oh boy. This is going to work good. Clean them up so the glue sticks, and I'll show you the final result. Okay, I got it all cleaned and I sanded and cleared all this with alcohol, so got a little bit of glue on here to get a starting point. Just going to hold it on there and wait for it to stick, and I'll just keep working it all the way around. Some of you might be thinking that glue's not going to hold, but you'd be surprised. I repaired a set of my tires on my big 1/5 scale gas powered RC car. Dog chewed a hole in the tire and I glued it with some CA, and it's held ever since. Now I know I'm going to have to stretch this a touch, but this is how the manufacturers hold the tires to the rims. And it holds good. There's some special formulated glues for that, claiming they're meant for rubber, but this stuff will work just fine. Our Roomba will be off-road capable now. And then when they burn off, I can do it again. Beats spending $100 and throwing away a perfectly good motor and plastic and whatnot. I didn't get the length right, so my eyes are burning. Oh, this stuff is hard on the eyes. It's not going to be pretty. You can see I screwed up and I did a little bit short, but she's on there already. First try, not too bad. Not pretty, like I say, but should work. So I'm going to clean this one off and then I'll show you them both when I'm done. Alright, well I got them both retreaded. Did a better job on this one, I guess. Say it's not pretty, but at least doesn't have the gap. But there you go. Two Roomba off-road tires. Now it's just a matter of putting her all back together and giving it a clean up and putting it back together, and I'll give her a try. So if your tires wear out, maybe you want to try this as well if you have the means, but I figured I'd show you. It maybe helps you, even if you're replacing these, you can see from the video how to take it apart. So that's all for today. Until next time, take care and talk to you later.